First things first, let's get that joint lighted for you. Right there. Yep, there we go, brother. Brother. Right there. Yep. You suck on that. You suck on that nice and hard and long. I'm gonna do your makeup now. I just wanna make sure that my broski is looking good today. I wanna make sure my broski is looking fire today. Have you tried that elk meat yet? No? Why are you sleeping on that elk game? Do you think that elk meat is just like not good enough for you or something? Like, do you feel like it's just beneath you or something? No, it's totally cool. It's totally cool. It's just a question. You know, answer it as you wish. Not as I wish. Totally cool. Alright. Alright. There we go. Yep. I think we're all pretty much situated, although I'm gonna need some of that actually. Perfect. Perfect. Let's begin then. I'm gonna zip up my little bag. My little baggie. It's made from 100% polar bear fur. You just gotta prove you're a man at all times. A man. Born and raised on a man ground is where I spent most of my days. Now, let's begin. We're gonna be putting a little bit of bronzer on you so that way it kills the shine. Make sure that you don't look like a diamond shining. Shine bright like a diamond. Right there, just gonna tap that right on in there. Just a little tap, 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 tap. Little tap, tap right there. Little tip, tip, tap, tip, tap, tap, tip, tap, tap, tap. Right there, yep. You're looking so fire right now, so fire. Boom. There we go. There we go. There we go. Have you ever thought about aliens? I feel like if an alien was on my show, they wouldn't really need makeup because I'm sure like their alien skin would probably like go from glossy to matte in a second, you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like their skin just knows how makeup works. Also, it's a weed stem. You know who reminds me of a weed stem? Ben Shabino and Candice Owen. Now, I'm going to be just curling up your eyelashes. I want to make sure that they're shining for the gods. Have you ever looked into Zoroastrianism? I'm just going to be curling up your lashes. There we go. Just keep them nice and wide for me, broski. Keep them nice and wide for me. Yeah, apparently the crystal skulls are like all over the earth, and it's like to design it, especially for the age that it dates back to and the locations in which they are found. It's just highly improbable, thus aliens. I mean, granted, of course, I want to be a believer. I want to say that, yeah, 100% aliens, but obviously I have to remain a little skeptical, especially since the type of people this place, as in alien talk, attracts tends to be the most, like, wackos, but there we go. But if you think about it, like, there we go. It's like 100% facts. Facts. Straight facts. I mean, if you think about, the whole religious global mythology, the interweb of complete different deities and whatnot, you start to kind of recognize patterns that could signify something a little deeper, something a little more suspiciously alien. I'm going to just be putting on some eyeliner to really pop those eyes of yours. I want to make sure that the viewers really get a good look into your soul, because that's all we're about at the Joe Rogan podcast, the Joe Rogan experience. It's about revealing the soul, making sure that your soul is bare to all, like my soul. I would rip my shirt off. I would rip it from the middle, like Hebrews mourning those that have passed. I would rip it down the middle, screaming to the gods, why, baring my full chest with my pecs and everything, making sure that my broskies know that I'm baring my soul to them. Now, I'm gonna ask you to just close your eyes for me. I want to get a good canvas going on here. I'm just gonna go in right there, make sure that it's all nice and darkened up. That way it has a really good, accent, good highlight on this eye, right? Okay, I'm gonna ask you to open up your eyes. There we go. I'm just gonna go on your bottom lashes right there. Bottom lashes, bottom lashes. Okay, perfect. I'm gonna go on to the other eye now. Make sure that that's nice and highlighted, nice and touched up. There we go. Have you tried any mushrooms per chance? Any acid? Any DMT? Bro, DMT. Don't even get me started. No? You wanna try some? No? Totally cool. You can live with your eyes shut. It's totally cool. You can just completely live without the experience of having died, but it's totally cool. Aren't you curious about how we die? Aren't you curious about how we're born? Did you know that when you're born, you have an entire shot of DMT blasting through your veins, and when you die, you have an entire blast of DMT blasting through your body? This could signify reincarnation. This could just be a sort of reincarnation sort of cycle where once you die, your essence goes interlocked with the DMT jesters, the DMT aliens, and they just transport your soul back up into this UFO type vehicle where they then select a new human body for you to re-emerge as, reincarnated as yet another infant. But perchance, it could also mean you could be transformed into yet another physical, corporal entity within this plane of existence, that of an animal, that of a plant. It's all very fascinating. Pucker up, broski. I'm about to apply some of this lipstick to really make you look very juicy. It's like, it's gonna make, in a no homo way, in a very sort of like, my lips are here sort of way. I'm just going to be popping that right in, and then I'm also gonna use it to sort of give you, your cheeks a little bit of rouge. I really want you to feel like you're enjoying yourself. I want you to feel like you're alive on this show. Have you ever thought about how we know that we're alive right now? If we are alive right now, what if we're actually in the dream world, and that actually is the reality from which we came from before birth, and then we will return after death? And right now, everything that we're experiencing as of this moment is all an illusion. That could go into Buddhism, perchance. I'm just going to be popping this right on in there, making sure your lips look nice and plump. From one broski to another, those are some nice lips, man. I'm just gonna be putting that right on in there, yeah, popping that right back down. Go like this. How could I almost forget? I also gotta put it on your cheeks, give it that nice rosy flush. I'm just going to be putting that boop right there, and then boop right there. Did you know that Star Wars, the costuming on the, well, it's technically like the 4th to 6th movies that came out, but it's the prequels, the 1 through 3, with Anakin Skywalker as, what's his face, Hayden Christensen. Yeah, that man is gorgeous. In a non-homo sort of way. That man, it could totally get it. In a non-homo sort of way. But those costuming choices, those fashion choices, apparently were completely ripped off, I think, from the Mongolians. And when I found this out, number one, I was like, you couldn't come up with ideas of your own, you know, like the whole Star Wars franchise, all of that big budget, big animation, big imagination, supposedly, big creativity. Can't come up with some new inventive styles, especially for the future. You're going for the past to the future. It makes no sense. And number two, I was also very excited to know that fashion like that actually existed, and that there's actually a whole treasure chest from which you can now see all these cool clothes, because it's like wild. I'm gonna be putting on this lip gloss because it's just, my lip gloss is cool, my lip gloss is popping. I want to make sure that your lips are popping for this show. I want to make sure that it really gives us the big boost in views. I'm just gonna be putting this on. Good lord, I guess the studio producer and the videographer are having a cat fight outside. They're both fired. I'm just going to be putting this on right there. Putting this on the bottom lip. There we go. Perfect. Oh, no need to worry. No need to worry. They're both kitties. They just do this. No harm is ever done, except to their own careers. Now I'm going to be putting on some of my own Joe Rogan perfume. This scent is I Am Weed by Joe Rogan. You know how Machine Gun Kelly said he was weed? I was personally offended by that, because if anyone knows anything about weed, I am weed. I am weed. I'm weed. So welcome to my scent, I Am Weed by Joe Rogan. I'm going to be just spritzing that around you, really getting the vibes of the Joe Rogan experience all around you. Now you know why we call it the Joe Rogan experience. Ha ha ha. So I'm just going to be putting all of that down. You're looking extra cool today, man. Extra cool. Have you ever thought about eating elk meat though? I know we already discussed this, but it's really good for you. Like, it's all I eat now, 24/7, 365. I'm now gonna be putting on this super funny, super cool Ivana Misbehave name tag. Lieutenant Ivana Misbehave. Do you get it? Do you get it? It's like you wanna misbehave. It's like you wanna misbehave. You get it. So why didn't I see you at the latest UFC match? Perfect. Yeah, it was the best. It was like I was there narrating the fight, and it was the greatest. Just two machos, mano y mano, just in their underwear, just sweaty, glistening, sparkly, nice and sparkly, just duking it out, just duking it out so close to one another. Hugs, grinding, pinning, just... I'm sorry, I'm getting hot and heavy here. So, now that we have all of that situated, I'm now going to be putting on these crystal earrings because we need to make sure that your chakras are all in alignment. I need to make sure that you're live, love, laughing your best life here, okay? I'm going to be absorbing all of your negative energy in these said crystals. Just absorbing all of that negative energy here. Smell this Yankee Candle real quick. I need all of your vibes to be cleansed for this experience. Smell the Yankee Candle. There we go. Yeah, I do love me some Yankee Candles. Yankee Candles are the best. I'm just gonna be putting this right there in your ear. If you don't have a piercing, it's fine. I'll just probably put it right there, like right there, just inner ear, right. So I'm just gonna be putting that right there, and I'm just gonna be doing the exact same process with these. It's going to be sucking out all of your negative energy right there, right there, right there, right there, right there, right there, right there. Okay, perfect. I'll put this right back over here, and I'm just gonna be putting this earring right on in there. Now, we have pretty much everything situated. You're pretty much all ready and set and done. Where did my polar bear, there it is, my polar bear skin makeup bag go? I'm just gonna be putting all of this right on back into the box. Perfect. Now that we have you all set up, can we check if the video's up? Can we check if the video's going? Like, I really don't want to be seeing any sort of low quality videos on my channel. I really can't stand having low quality YouTube videos on my channel. Like, this is 2021. This should be better than this. Way better than this at this point. And if going forward, it should be even better than this. You know what I'm saying? Have you ever thought about time and how it's just like not linear? It's like, it seems linear because that's how we're decaying and that's how our primal brains think it's linear, but it's not linear. It's like cyclical, but it's also like cyclical on multiple dimensions. It's like cylindrical. Wild. It's wild, man. All right, video, it's all set. Everything's pretty much ready. All right, let me just do some minor preparation in the beginning. I think my chakras are in alignment. All right, I think I'm prepared to do this show. You want to do a quick bet? Listen, I am Joe Rogan. This is the Joe Rogan experience. If you're trying to bet me a whole week's of programming on one gamble, you can't do it. You have nothing to give me in return. There is nothing you can give me in return to for collateral on that bet. Like, if I win, I get nothing. If you win, you get a whole lot. So we can't really just go on betting like that, like willy-nilly. So how about $5? Does that make it worth your while? Because that's pretty much fair as can be. All right, now enough with these silly questions, enough with these silly little jokes. I will bend you over and show you who's boss. Let's begin with the Joe Rogan experience, everyone.